A lot of fans, yeah. They like his style. It's like Billy the Kid in the old days. Deadly, but vulnerable. Nice left. Don't trust it.
Well, we saw Jason Clark race out of the blocks, winning the first set 3-0. And Chris Mason needed to step up a gear or two. He had to, and he has. And credit to him for that. Here he goes again.
Lost that lateral drift. You won't go lateral on this one. Thought it's going to lose it. He looks ominous around the 60, Stuart. Because sometimes early in first set he was going laterally towards treble 5. Seems to conquer that.
Well, I raised the question, said that when everything was going so well for Jason Clark, he was playing like a dream, and Lorna, Chris Mason's lady, will be a lot happier. I just wonder here now, he's under a bit of pressure and he's seeing Mason raise his game, how Clark can respond, and that, I think, is when we'll see how good a player this young man is.
Absolutely, he's going to forget who's playing there. Just get his own action going. Missing by a quarter of an inch now around that 60. Yes, they ominously Mason is stopped the lateral drift on his 60 shooting, and will probably be first pot at a double for the leveling set. Brilliant use of the marker. Brilliant use of the marker.
Well, this is the Chris Mason that we certainly know. If Mason's on his game, he can beat the best in the world, and he's proved it on more than one occasion.
Double 16 for a 15-dart and the set.
It was so nearly a good recovery after going into the ones. We're going to have 3 darts at least at 2-8 for the set.
Mason's pressure working on Clark. Missing by half an inch now, but Mason wants 2 hits for a level game. 1 set apiece, 2 hits. Middle of the bed, Mase, crank it up, stop flinging them sideways. We have a level game that could cook up into a belter.
And it's turning out to be just that. Clark with the dart in this third set. Mason's upped his average to nearly 93, and showing some of the darts that we think could take him a long way this week. But he's got to get past this game. So many of the top pros always say that the first match is the most difficult.
Absolutely. And I have been cracking a Mason for several years now. He's got that boyish charm of Jockey Wilson, the aggression of Alan Evans, and some of the cheek and gamesmanship and wind-up of the great Messier.
The Clark contingent, and will certainly be proud of the way that Jason's played.
58.
It isn't the Mason that we saw in the second set. Diamond Dave Askew will play the winner in the third round.
60.
Couldn't pick a winner at the moment. Because wonderful start by Clark, then a lot of the Mason talent came out. But if we know one thing about Mason, we know he's sometimes patchy with consistency.
Well, Sid, you remember at the World Grand Prix in Dublin when Mason announced his arrival back on the big stage, did supremely well, and reached the quarter-finals after victories over Everson and Roland Sholton against Steve Beaton. He lost that quarter-final, and amazingly, Sid, he missed 12 darts for the match, and that's the Mason temperament that so often lets him down.
Very good. Take one here. Clark should now be at the double first, unless Mason can take deep and click this out with 3. 146 going.
18s was the target. It was a good second down. He'll come down now and leave himself on a
90.
two-darter for Chris Mason.
Jason requires 72.
If he gets the opportunity.
Back 13 and the bull. Bully once. It's gone out this earlier. Long way off. Mason then 16 and tops. Topsy once. Go ahead in the match. One left. You can see the effort on the shops.
Goes ahead in the match for the first time as well, Sid, after reeling off his fourth consecutive leg. Mason's motoring here at the Circus Tavern now with the darts, and you just feel the pendulum is swinging.
100.
Mine pendulums do have a habit of going up and down like pogo sticks here at the circus. Day 2 of the World Championship. And Rona Mason's lady looking like the Lady of Shalott. Wondering who pinched the onions.
Well, Mason, he has picked up his game. It's been good to see.
Replace the Mase Jace. That's perfect Icelandic late Norse 880. Perfect Norse poetry. They never cease to amaze the people who come here with their placards.
Well, always expect the unexpected with Chris Mason. After losing the first 3 legs of the match, therefore the first set, he's won 4 on the spin. Is looking a lot more confident and composed.
Nice last start by Clark. Both averaging just on 90. Mason's margin of error coming down the 8th of an inch when he's missing that 60.
105.
Well, great response from Clark.
But psychological points here, missing points are possible. 11 darter. Just below the 60. Right then. So make it a perfectly level game.
Jason, you require 66.
Treble 10, usual choice yards, the eye line. Fat 16. Top of the shop. For level.
46.
So I needed that, and the look on Clark's face told its own story. 10s for Mason for an important lead in this 3rd set, and Mason gets it, and 5 consecutive legs now for Mace the ace. And the old magic now being produced from Chris Mason. Now living, we understand, in Wexford.
Lovely place.